if people are so lacking self-respect that they will believe what this nonsense is saying without even checking it, then why should I worry about what people like that think of me? Why? What matters is what we think of us. Honestly, what we think of us, not what someone else thinks of us. And what the way the world has been taken is that people are constantly in fear of what other people think of them. If I say this, what will people think? Well, from my thought process is go, this is what I think of this. Doesn't go on, what will people think of me saying this? This is what I think of this. End of story. There is no other aspect to it. And so how people respond to me for what I've said is up to them. That's their choice. And rightly, they have that choice. But I'm not going to be affected by it. I'm this, I'm that, and the other. Oh, well, thanks for sharing that with me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And once you step out of that fear of what other people think, all the mental gymnastics goes, which, oh God, the mental gymnastics that people go through today before they open their mouth, especially in a work situation or a communal situation. Can I say this? Should I say this? Oh, yeah. All that stuff. It goes. You just open your mouth and what you believe comes out. And that's the way that information circulates and doesn't get censored, because the worst form of censorship is self-censorship, because not even a debate about whether it should be said or heard goes on. You just don't say it. And that's what this intimidation is all about. It's what this woker intimidation is all about. It's intimidating people into staying silent so that their view has no platform whatsoever, because they're not going to express it. We mustn't fall for that. All these dots across all these different elements of society connect if you go deep enough into it and you know what the outcome is planned to be. What they want to do is to absorb human consciousness into AI and cyberspace. That's what the metaverse is all about. This metaverse with Zuckerberg, who's just a gopher for the cult. It's to draw consciousness into cyberspace and into AI. This is why people like Ray Kurzweil at Google, this so-called futurist, has been predicting for a long time that the human brain will be connected to AI by 2030. And that once that happens, AI will do more and more of human thinking until human thinking as we know it is negligible, and indeed completely snuffed out in truth. That's where the game is. And they're changing the nature of human in stages to go down that road, which ends up with a complete assimilation of human consciousness into AI. They're just stages they're going through. And the human 2.0, by the way, is planned to be a far more synthetic entity than the biological human that we know of and have now. And this is, you'll notice that everything's becoming synthetic. They're making synthetic everything, synthetic blood, synthetic trees, synthetic everything. All these things connect. And it's, in terms of, seeing what the truth is, we've reached the point of mendacity now, where there's a very simple criteria for that. Take what authority says on any subject and reverse it. That's all you got to do, basically. Whatever they tell you, reverse it. And that's what the truth really is.